morning students. Welcome back to English online classes. Today is our day 6 session. In this session, I am going to teach English for class 6 CBSE students. Before I start the class, I want to ask you a question, children. What is homework? What is homework? Homework is a set of tasks assigned to the students by the teachers to do the homework outside the class, to be completed outside the class. Homework boosts up your grades, not only your grades, it helps to learn the material and to prepare for the test. It also helps to improve your academic skills, and it also helps the writing skills also. But too much homework can lead to cheating and copying. Not only cheating and copying, children, it leads to lack of sleep, stress. They become frustrated sometimes, they become exhausted sometimes, and they do not have time to participate in other activities also. And they do not have time to spend with their parents also. So, homework should be given very less. So, very less amount of homework should be given for the students to do their homeworks and also cope up with their subjects. So, I feel that very less homework is very good for the children, so that they can spare some time with their parents. So, in English we have two books we have, children. One is the textbook, another is the supplementary reader. But today I am going to teach you this textbook, children, and my today's lesson which I am going to teach is Who Did Patrick's Homework? The author is Carol Morey. She lives in United States and she was born in the year 1871. She wrote many short stories like Nicholas, a Manhattan, and she wrote many novels also, Anna Karenina, War and Peace. Now let us read the lesson, children. I think all of you have what your English classworks. Just open your classworks and keep in front of you, children. Before I am reading the lesson, just look into your textbooks. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. See, Patrick was a boy. He was very good and active, children. But he never did his homework. He was not interested to do his homework. He felt it was too boring to him. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. So instead of doing his homework, he was very much interested to play games such as hockey and basketball and also Nintendo. Nintendo means it's nothing but a video game. So he was much interested in playing basketball, hockey and Nintendo instead of doing his homework. When it comes to homework, he felt it very bored. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. See, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true. See, his teachers told him many times, please do your homework, Patrick, otherwise you can't learn anything. If you don't do your homework, you can't learn anything. But he thought it was true. What his teachers said was absolutely true. Why? Because sometimes he felt he was like an ignoramus. Ignoramus means an ignorant person. An ignorant person means a person who lacks education. A person who lacks education. He knows very well that if he doesn't do his homework, he is going to become an ignorant person. Then what happened? But what could he do? He hated homework. Even though he knew that if he doesn't do his homework, he is going to become an ignorant person. Then he had a very good intention of not doing his homework. He did not like to do his homework. Instead, if you know that he was very ignorant person, he is going to become an ignorant person if he doesn't do his homework also. But his interest was to play outside, not to do his homework. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. So one day what happened? He found a cat in his home, because everybody will have a pet animals at home, no? Like cat and dog. So he had a cat. He had a pet cat at home. One day he found that the cat was playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. So when he saw the cat playing with a little doll, he went near the cat and grabbed the doll from the cat. To his surprise, it was not a doll, but he thought that the cat was playing with a doll. But he went near the cat and grabbed the doll. To his surprise, it was not a doll. It was not a doll, but a man of the tiniest size. So he thought it was a doll, but when he went near the cat and he grabbed the doll from the cat, to his surprise, it was not a doll. It was a tiniest size of a man. A man was a very tiniest. He was a very tiniest man. So it was not a doll. It was the tiniest man. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches. See, he had a little wool shirt. The tiniest man was wearing a wool shirt. He was wearing a wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches. Here, breeches means small trousers, we can say, a short trousers. Breeches means short trousers. And a high tall hat. So, the tiniest man was wearing a wool shirt. He was wearing a short trousers and a high tall hat, much like a witch's. So, he was having a wool shirt. He was having a short trousers, and also he was having a high tall hat. He was having a high tall hat like witches. I think children, you have seen the witches in the movies or in the books. You have seen the witches, how the witches will be there. Witches will be having a very tall hat. They will be having a tall hat, and they also will be having a wand also. But here the tiniest man had a tall hat, but he didn't have a wand in his hand, children. He yelled, means he just shouted. What did he shout, children? Save me. Don't give me back to that cat. I will grant you a wish. I promise you that. So what did the cat say? Oh my, please don't give me to the cat. Please save me from the cat. Don't give it back to the cat. Please, whatever wish you have in your mind, I will promise you. I promise you, I'll grant you whatever wish you have in your mind. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. He thought, what a lucky guy I am today. Here was the answer to all of his problems. See, he thought he had many problems in his mind. He had many problems in his mind. So he thought, today I am really a lucky boy, because all my problems are going to be solved. All my problems are going to be solved. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that is 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. So what did he say? Okay, you said that you are going to grant me all the whatever wish I had. You told you are going to promise me, no? My wish is that you have to do all my homework. You have to do all my homework till the end of the semester. You have to do all my homework till the end of the semester. That is 35 days. The 35 days homework, you have to do it. That is my wish. If you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. So if you do my job very perfectly, I could get A grades. I could get A grades in my class. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Oh, am I cursed? But I'll do it. So the little man thought that this boy is going to ask for any wish like that. He wants a bat, or he wants a gun, or he wants something to eat, he thought. But this boy is asking for, what is asking? He is asking to do his homework. So his face became wrinkled. You all know that children, the old woman's or the old people's face, how it will look. The face will be wrinkled. So his face became wrinkled. How it became? Dishcloth thrown in the hamper. Hamper means a basket. After you clean all the things with a cloth, no, you throw it in the basket, no. So he felt like that. He felt like that. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. So he just kicked his legs and doubled his fists. He just kept his hands like this, doubled his fists, and thought, my goodness, I am going to do this fellow's homework. He thought, oh, am I cursed, but I will do it. Oh, I am cursed because I am really cursed to do this boy's homework. I thought something else, but I have to do this boy's homework. But I cannot do it. But I cannot say that I cannot do it because I promised him what he has promised. Whatever wish you tell me, that I am going to fulfill, he said. So he cannot take it back. He cannot take the promise back. But I will do it. But I will certainly do it. So children, after I finish the lesson, when you please read the lesson very loudly, and the same thing up to whatever I taught, read it very silently and underline the difficult words in your books. And the fourth step is just refer the words from the dictionary. Whatever words you have underlined it, you refer in the dictionary. Then you will understand what I have taught. We'll just explain the lesson, the rest of the lesson in the next session, children.